Hey everyone, and welcome back to Campus Chronicles. I'm your host, and today we're diving into the fascinating world of student personalities at SJSCJC. In this episode called Student Spectrum, we'll be looking at the student groups on campus, the gold diggers, the beat cheaters, and the surreal starts of procrastination. Each group has its own approach to academics, unique outlook on college life, and a distinct way of balancing or not balancing studying with social life. Our goal today is to understand how each of these types define success and question what their habits and attitudes reveal about fulfillment in college. Whether they're chasing up marks, embracing a balanced life, or thriving under last minute pressure. Each group has something we can learn from, so here's the main takeaway for today. While there's no single right way to succeed, each approach comes with its own rewards and challenges. It's crucial for students to find what best works for them personally. Stick around to find out if you recognize a bit of yourself or your friends in one of these categories. First up, we'll hear from Skyline, who's here to tell us about the gold diggers, the ultimate overachievers.
Today, I'd like to talk about a specific group of students I like to call the gold diggers. These are the overachievers, the ones that puts all their time and energy into their studies, extracurricular activities, and creating perfect resumes. These are the students that you will usually see be the first to raise their hands in class, the ones that are willing to stay back after class, and the ones that will constantly find in the library instead of spending time with their friends. They frequently neglect their social lives and forget about making memories with others. And I notice a lot of these gold diggers at SJC, and they sometimes share that it feels overwhelming being a student that's all about school and not really having friends because they're so focused on their studies. And with that said, I have a quote from the Chronicles of Higher Education that says, an overly intensive academic life can lead to burnout and feelings of isolation among students who emphasize success over balance. I believe the gold diggers are wonderful students, but I constantly wonder if they realize how much of their life they're giving up for their objectives.
All right, well, that's awesome. Next, Aisha shares the experiences of the B achievers who have mastered the art of doing just enough. So these students hear about their grades but aren't willing to sacrifice their mental health for the sake of an A. Their motto, B's get degrees and life's more than A's, reminds us that there is value in taking a balanced approach to college life.
Okay, so being an achiever at SJCJC means that you master the art of doing just enough to be proud, but not so much that you're using sleepover equations for essays. Picture this. While a students are cuddled in the library, looking like you're sleep deprived or haven't seen the sun in days, the VTubers show class on a plane. Textbook in one hand and a drink in the other, ready for a study session, yet ends just in time for a time of friends or roommates. So they're the ones who know the importance of grades, but don't let their GPA dictate their every move. These students look like Ojo, these get degrees on life's golden needs. It's not just a saying, it's basic calculation for a tandem. So at SJCJC, where every class has its star student and day students, achievers are the reusable heroes. They're the ones who are serious about their studies, but don't mind whispering good enough after a solid impulse and tests. Sure, they could have spent an extra hour memorizing the facts, but the hour was much better spent at campus, debating whether he said it belongs on his from others. While A students might create the front row and several undisturbed spots of procrastination live on the edge of funny, B achievers claim the middle ground, both literally and metaphorically. You'll find them in the middle of the classroom where they can unknowingly as an answer, but also short and say, hey, least I do. As Winter wisely states, I tell students that there is no one right way to get ahead, that each of them is a different person, starting from all different points and are bound for different destination of this page or before. Beekeepers embody this philosophy by embracing their individual journeys through college, understanding that success comes in different forms. They recognize that while a student might deserve, the memories, laughter, and experiences shining is forever. And trust me, they'll be the ones laughing the hardest at graduation. Diploma in hand, because they know they passed with more than just grades. They passed with sorry short term.
Alright, well, finally we meet Stephen and Mr. Lewis Lodge of procrastination. These students might look like they're coasting, but they thrive in last minute rush, working best under pressure and pulling off academic feats in just in time. While they often deal with the stress of looming deadlines, they find a kind of miraculous success in the risky approach.
So there's real slots of procrastination. There are the students who thrive by leaving everything until the very last moment. And I'll admit, I definitely call myself in this group. Academic achievement still milestones, but keeping up with the demands of college can feel overwhelming. So tasks inevitably get pushed back to the very final hour. Many of us walk a fine line between chaotic stress and miraculous academic success, finding it surreal that we can somehow hold things until time and time again. Cycle feels endless. Trained by constant deadlines and easily distracted by social media. We end up racing against the time. Some might even say we work best under pressure. Handling assignments at the very last moment, deadlines may be our arch nemesis. Yet they push us to perform small academic acts of miracles. In the CCJC, I definitely see my fair share of individuals who love taking that type of risk, with leaving it all to the very last to them. This our laid-back, risky approach might look like laziness. I assure you our academic achievements will come through to the very last moment in our own unconventional way.
Alright, and that wraps up today's episode. We explored our distinct student groups, each with the approach of navigating college life. The Gold Digger shows the power of ambition and discipline, through sometimes all the best of the social connection. Be Achievers remind us that their strengths in balance. And that wraps up today's episode. We explored these different student groups, each with its own approach to navigating college life. The Gold Diggers show us the power of ambition and discipline, through sometimes at the cost of social connections. Be Achievers remind us that there's strength in balance, valuing both study and personal life. And the Surreal Slots prove that sometimes, even in the last minute dash, can lead to unexpected success. Ultimately, college is about finding a balance that works for you. Whether you're driven by ambition, committed to balance, or energized by a ticking clock, there's no one right path. Thank you for joining us on Campus Chronicles. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and feel free to leave us a review. Until next time, keep learning, growing, and discovering what's best for you. Thank you.